So now we're going to look at how to send automated emails using the Javamail API. So for that, what we need to do is first we would need a dependency from Maven repository that is called as Javamail. So I'll be downloading this dependency, not the beta one, but 1.4.7. And we need to put it inside pom.xml file. So Java, sending out emails through Java is not a task of your Selenium, APM, or REST assured APIs, right? So this is a separate API, a third-party API, a Java project through which you can send backend emails, right? If in case you go to Google and search for how to send mail in Java. So you're gonna see, let's say I go to the very first link over here, or from this link, yeah. So I go to this link, you can see the Javamail API. So there's a blog on it, how you can send out a simple email. There are different classes available in the API that we just downloaded through Maven, right? If you go over here, you'll see some jar files being added to your Maven dependencies. This is the mail and the activation jar, right? So these are some of the jars that you would be needing in order to send out automated emails through the backend process, right? And from here, you can see if you want to send a simple email, you need to provide your to address, your from address, the host from which you are sending out email, like from Gmail, if you are sending it, maybe smtp.gmail.com. If you're sending it from your company's network, then you need this information from your IT team or the network team, right? So you need to provide your SMTP host details over here, the port as well. And then there are a lot of other classes available. So this is like, you can set the subject, you can set the body message, you can add the recipients, right? Transport.send message will gonna send out the email. So there are different classes in this API. If you go down, you can see you can send an HTML email as well, right? And the classes may gonna increase. You can send attachment in an email as well. Then you'll find many more classes being added, my message being added, body part, multi-part, data source, right? And number of other classes are being added. And there is no need to learn all these classes, right? This way we will be using a lot of utilities. Whenever we are working on automation, we use n number of utilities available in the market, right? So it's not mandatory that we should be learning all these classes, right? We should be focusing on the API that we are working on right now. So what we need to do, you can copy this code. You have already taken this jar file and you can start using it. That is how even developers they work, right? Most of the time we are on Google, we copy paste code and try using it as a developer. So this is the same thing that we will be doing as a tester, right? So what I did is I created a utility for sending out emails. So I've named that utility as monitoring mail. So I've created a class called as monitoring mail. I'm going to copy these two files and paste it to my project. I'm going to create a new package over here. And maybe I'll name it as sending mails. And I'm going to paste these classes over here, right? Or maybe change the name to utilities because these are utilities. Right, same way, move these to utilities. Right, and delete this. So if I open this, you'll see a class called as monitoring mail. And there is a method which accepts various arguments, like provide your mail server from two addresses in a form of an array. You can send mail to more than one user as well. then the subject, then the message body, attachment path, attachment name. So these are the things that you need to provide to this send mail method. And how you're going to call it, you just need to create an object of monitoring mail class and call this send mail, and it will going to do all the tasks. If you go down, you're going to find the same code written over here. If you want, you can go through this code. See, internet address, body part, multi-part, transport.send, message will going to send the message. So all these information, this is the same mail code that I've taken from these websites, and I've created a utility. And this is just a one-time effort. I'm using this utility from last 7 years, and there is no change in this utility, right? So how you're going to send out email, you simply need to create a new class by saying test mail. I'm going to share you this these utilities. You can try doing it on your machine. And let me create an object of monitoring mail equal to new monitoring mail. And then we'll say mail dot and call the method send mail. So first we need to provide the mail server. The mail server is smtp.gmail.com. The from address is, let's say I'm gonna send it from my mail ID. Then the true address, maybe I need to send it to 100 users. So I'll not be writing all this information over here. So what I did, I created another class, right, where I have stored all these things as a static variable. So I've created a class test config, and here you can see server, from, address, password. So all these things I've stored it as a static variable. Why static? Because I can call it directly by using test config.server. So wherever I want to call it, I can simply go over here. I need the mail server, I'll say test config.server. Simple. Test config.from. Test config.to. Test config.subject. Test config.message body. Right, test config.attachment path. Dot attachment name. So these are the information that you need to provide. Right. Once we are done, I mean, this is the only code that you need to write. The other configuration that you need to do is on your email account. Right. So what you need to do is you need to log into your account. Now this is specific to Gmail when you're sending it out through Gmail. If you are sending it out through any other mail server, through Outlook, then the configuration might change, right? Then you might need to provide the SMTP server based on your Outlook configuration, or maybe you're sending it from your company's network, then your IT team or network team will gonna provide you this information. In case you are sending out emails through this backend process, make sure you are not behind any firewall. Otherwise, it might block sending out of emails, right? If you have any freeware antivirus installed, one of the most common antivirus is Avasta. If you have that installed, I would recommend to block that for like next few minutes till the time you are practicing sending out emails. Otherwise, I've seen that antivirus block the backend process as well, right? So these are some of the configuration. Then the additional configuration is what you need to do is go to your account. If you're sending it through Gmail, go to your Google account. And over here, you need to go to data and personalization. Let me see where this option is. There's a change in the UI. Yeah, go to security and turn on this less secure app access. Because if you won't turn this on, you'll not be able to send out email at all. Right, so this is the only thing that you need to do. Once you are done with all this configuration, right, like you need to make sure you're not behind any firewall. There is no antivirus that is blocking sending of emails, right? So, and this less secure app access to on. Once you're done with this, you should be able to send out email without any issues. So once we are done with all this configuration, let's go back over here and see this is the message body. A test message will be passed, right? These are all dummy messages. We can, once we'll be integrating this Javamail API to the framework, we're gonna see how we can send out like the dynamic message of a error log, right? So right now the screenshot path is hard coded, but we'll be capturing the screenshot on runtime and then we can send it. This is specifically we are integrating it with Selenium, so where we like capture screenshots and then send it, right? Otherwise you can send out any file in the attachment as well. So like what screenshot that I'm sending right now, it's a small se.png file. So let me open this up. Right, this is the screenshot file that will gonna go as an attachment. You can change the attachment name as well on the runtime. Whatever name you want to give, will the email will have this attachment with this name, right? So let us run this and let's see how it works. See, it started doing its work, and in some time we'll see a message successfully sent mail to all users. Right, so the mail is sent. Now if I look over here, I have given two email accounts. One is this and the other one is this. So let me go back to this account and log into my other account, that is this, and see if I have received the email or not. And yes, there's a new email. If I click on it, you're gonna see it's being sent from this email ID to these two addresses, and this is the screenshot that shows up, right? So this is how simple it is to send out email. Just you need this utility. I'll be attaching it to your course. Just add one jar file dependency over here, that is the Javamail dependency. Include this utility and just call the method send mail, and make sure to do all the configuration. Like if you are at your office network, it might block sending out of email. So what you need to do, just try to come out of your office network and connect to your personal network and then try to send it. You should be able to do it easily. If it is a requirement in your organization to send out emails like this, they'll definitely gonna create an admin user for you, which should have all the privileges of sending out emails through a backend process. All right, thank you.